Listen. God destroyed 5 cities. God destroyed 5 cities. Excuse me? Come Let's do it. I'm going to ask you something. So let's deal with some decorum. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. I'm going to listen to you. And I need you to listen to me. We're going to exchange ideas, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? So slow down, brother. Just go ahead. Now what? What you want to say?
No, I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Right. What I want to understand is what are your guys? What is your mission?
Okay.
What is your mission?
We are here to teach the law, statutes, and commandments to our people, to let them know that they're the dear children of God according to the scriptures. And the things that they've been told in the churches, in the schools, and everywhere are lies according to the scriptures. That's our mission. Real simple. Nothing complicated, nothing opinionated. It's just based off the facts of the scripture. You understand? Alright? It's very simple. Nothing crazy.
So we're all one. We're all one.
No, we're not. According to the scriptures and according to God. We can prove this according to God. Okay? In the pocketbook, turn to it while you holding it. We're going to turn to it. Now watch this, brother. I'm going to show you. We're not. Because see, man has a very biased opinion when they deal with God. Okay? The biased opinion is based on how they feel. Okay? Not the truth according to God. Now hold on, brother. Let's work with me, and I need you to listen. Don't try to get your point out. I need you to listen. Now, you think that all human beings are the same, right? Right?
I do.
We're all one, right? Is that what you think, or you can validate based upon facts? I'm just asking. Is that what you think, or can you validate that upon fact?
All right. Yes, I can do it based on fact.
What's the fact that we all one?
My fact is close your eyes.
What's the fact that we're all one?
No, I'm just saying, my fact is close your eyes.
Okay, I'll entertain you. My eyes are closed.
Good. Who am I?
Okay, say it again.
Who am I?
Who are you?
Yeah, who am I?
A blind man. Listen, you ask a blind man that, he couldn't know unless you told him who he was. Now listen to me.
Good.
Now listen to me. Listen to me. What you're doing, you're playing semantics. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I asked you, can you validate off of fact that all human beings are the same?
No, you're... All right, my fact...
Yes or no? Can you validate off of fact, brother?
I'm
trying to work it with you, but I'm taking your head off.
I'm just saying, my fact is not from history.
Calm down.
Fact is right here.
I'm not even talking about history, brother.
No, but you're going to...
Listen, I'm not even going to go nobody. You don't know where I'm going to go. I asked you, can you validate off of fact that all human beings are the same?
Yes, because I'm saying based on how we are, look at our features.
Look at we features, we're all the same, right?
Of course.
Okay.
We all have the same.
Now stop, slow. No, we don't. Now listen, slow down. Here's why you're talking to me with emotion, and your emotion is revved off of passion. Now that passion is based upon your thought process of belief. It's not based off of facts. Now I'm gonna give you one fact.
One fact.
Okay? God created all things on this planet, but yet there's not one thing on this planet that is equal nor the same. How can we prove that? Let's go into the feline family. You have tigers, you have lions, you have panthers, you have cats. You understand? Listen to me closely, brother. Listen to me very closely. It's very simple. If you have lions, I'm talking to you. Listen to me. If you got lions, you got tigers, you got panthers, you got pumas, and you have even domesticated house cats. Now those are just 6 felines that I named. Are they all the same?
Stop being a coon.
Talk honestly. Are they all the same?
Are
they all the same? Listen, I don't want to play semantics. I want to deal with simple, basic facts and common sense. Therefore, we can reason. And this is what God is about. It's about reasoning and simplicity. You understand? So now, if you're going to play game, I'm asking, are they all the same? Yes or no? Let's be realistic, brother. You can't be a liar. Okay, I'm going to move on because he's trying to find a way to validate his belief. Listen. I'm going to deal with that. All right? Now understand this. So now, if you go to any creature that God has created, any creature that he has created, every single creature, let's deal with the birds. You have eagles, you have doves, you have ospreys, you have pigeons, you have hawks, and those are just 7 that I just named. And God made a whole variety of what he has called fowl. They are all not the same. Okay? An eagle cannot turn his head around like an owl can. Neither can a hawk. Okay? A hawk can fly further than the eagle, but an eagle can see further than a hawk. Okay? Okay? It's real simple. A seagull. We can go with different birds. Now let's deal with the cattle that God has on his land. You have sheep. You have bulls. You have ox. Okay? You have goats. And those are just a few, just to name as cattle. They are all not the same, but yet they are cattle. All right? So now we can deal with the mammals. You have mammals in the sea, and you also have mammals that walk on land. Understand this, but they are not the same. A mammal of sea cannot do that which a mammal on land can do. So now, why is it that when we come to human beings or mankind, we say that we're all the same? But yet you can look at every creation that God made, and they are not the same.
That's right.
Okay? When you deal with plant life that God has created, there are many varieties of plant on this earth. Think about it. Many varieties of trees on this earth. But they are all categorized as trees, but they're all not the same. Oh, hold on, please. All right, let's show some decorum. Now, when you deal with, again, going back to simple plant life, there are many varieties, but they're all called plants, but they're not the same. When you deal with herbs that God has on this planet, there are many varieties, but they're not the same. So why, when we as humans or mankind stop to a race of people and say, wait a minute, we're all the same, that is not true.
Let me put it on.
That is not a validated fact based on science.
That's right.
Okay?
That's
Based on biology, that's not a validated fact.
That's right.
And we can prove that very simply. Let's just go slow dealing with blood, because somebody say we all have same blood. Everybody has different blood types. Okay? Now, then when we deal with this, when you deal with vision, there are different people that wear glasses for certain reasons. Why? But yet you can see, but you have to wear glasses because your vision is not as great as those that don't need glasses. We are all not the same. So now, listen, because y'all the ones stuck on race. Y'all are stuck on race. So what we have to do, excuse me? No, what I'm doing is that, hold on, I'm gonna deal with you. I'm not stuck on race. What I'm giving is a better understanding of what people have classified as racism or a caste system. So we have to get an understanding. Why was racism created? Why was a caste system created? For a simple reason that there was a superior people that God had chose. There was a people that God had chose above all people. Give me Deuteronomy 76 and let's read that out of the scriptures. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Come on, brother, because I'm validating my point based on facts, and I'm edifying based on facts, not my opinion nor my belief. Okay? All right, come on, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people.
Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Okay, and the word holy in Hebrew is kodesh. It means separate. It says, well, there's a holy people, right, unto the Lord thy God. Read this for all you Christians. Come on, read.
The Lord thy God,
come on,
have chosen.
So God made a choice out of everything that he's created, and we're going to show that in the scriptures further. Read, come on.
Have chosen thee,
come on,
to be a special people.
A special people. Read, come on.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. Read, come on.
Above all people.
No man is created equal.
Above all people.
No, we all the same.
Above all people.
It's in your Bible. Read on. Come on, hold on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
So anywhere that you look on the earth, God chose a particular people that's above all people. That's real simple. You go back into the Bible with that. Now that can be proven through science. That can be validated through biology. That can be validated. Period. Okay? So now wait. So God, he chose a particular people. So as a Christian, you can't go against God. Know what he said. It's real simple. That's out of God's mouth, brother. You see what I'm saying? So we can't go against him. I believe in God. If you believe in God, it's one thing. But if you know God, it's a whole nother story, brother. You understand? It's a whole nother story. Okay? For you believers, get to know God. God is telling you what he's about. He's telling you who he's for in these scriptures. You see? So this is not about a racism that's why those so-called white men created a racism or a caste system. Okay? The white man did that. You know why? Because he knew that he could not compare to you. And he still knows that to this day. This is why you are classified as a color. You're not classified as a nation or a human being.
Right.
Okay? This is why you're black. What is black? That's a goddamn color.
That's right.
Black is a color. But guess what? The man from China can tell you what country and town that he came from in China. And he'll tell you he's Chinese. A so-called white man can tell you that he's Italian, right? That his parents came from Italy. He can tell you that he's Irish, that he came from Ireland. But why does a black man say, I'm black?
Tell it, brother.
Then you say, then they want to get intelligent and say, you know what? I'm African American. Those are two different lineages. How could you be African and American?
But there's a tie in America.
It don't make no goddamn sense.
Tell it, brother. Tell it.
It means your ancestors.
When Africa was named after a Roman conqueror, Leo Scipios Africanus. Okay? And America was named after a map maker, Amerigo Vespucci. They could be neither nor.
So we're supposed to hate them.
So who the hell are you? Black man, black woman.
So we're supposed to hate them.
And think about it, a Hispanic man. Why is he called Hispanic? Huh? He says he speaks Spanish, but that's the name of his conqueror.
That's right.
Then he gets fancy and says, no, I'm Latino, I'm Latin, but that's the language that the Romans spoke.
Tell it, bro.
Huh?
Tell it.
Huh?
Tell it.
So who got your land? Who got your nationality? And who taught you your God?
Tell it.
Huh?
Tell it.
They done shoved Jesus down your throat, and Jesus never existed. And we not speaking of listen. You sure? Give me that. I'm gonna show you. Stop. I'm gonna show you.
Jesus died on the
You can get mad. You see this guy? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Jesus died so you can be
I'm
standing.
glad I got your attention.
That's why
Yes,
Jesus died.
I'm glad I got your attention. This white boy that you call Jesus, he never existed. But the true man, the true Messiah, you want to know who the Messiah is? Give me what Jesus Christ is like out of the Bible. I'm going to show you what Jesus Christ looks like out of the Bible. I got your attention, and I'm glad I got your attention.
Listen.
Jesus died for you, man.
I'm going to show you who Jesus Christ looks like
He
in
did
the
that on
Bible.
purpose. Listen to
This
him.
is not. Listen, when I tell you that Jesus never existed, when I tell
You're
you,
not listening.
now that I got your attention, when I tell you that Jesus never existed, understand this. The
did that on
letter
purpose.
J number 1 was created in the 1500s. That's point number 1. Point number 2, this man posed for the picture in 1492.
And that ain't
During the
Jesus.
Renaissance. His name is Cesare Borgia, the second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. Okay? He poisoned his sisters. Matter of fact, he poisoned his father, Rodrigo Borgia, to become Pope. He slept with his sister, Lucrezia Borgia. He slept with his sister and
What he's
killed
saying,
her
that's
husband.
not Jesus.
Look this
That's
up.
not Jesus.
Look up Cesare Borgia.
That's not
So
Jesus.
this is what I tell you.
That is not. You're not listening.
He never existed. This man never existed. He never existed.
He saw Jesus, he was found. He said he was not even a Muslim. Jesus appeared to him. That's bad.
Now,
Jesus
let
saved
me
his
get the
life.
description
Jesus
of
is
who
the
you
Son
call
of
Jesus.
God. Jesus
His name, some in Hebrew, it is HaShar, some say Yeshua. Now we gonna show you what he looks like in the Bible. Let's see. Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1.
Come on.
The revelation of Jesus Christ,
Okay.
which God gave unto
Hold on, wait, before you go there. Now I'm going to show you some history. Hey, you want to get mad? Oh, y'all jumped off the roof without a parachute.
Right.
Now, when you understand, this is a book that was written in 1928. It's called The Pillory. Now, it's going to show you that this man posed for the image, whom you call Jesus Christ. Now, let's see. Caesar Borgia. It's right here. And it tells you, it says the portrait, right, of the back of San Salvador.
You didn't understand what you're saying.
Now, it says it's founded and painted by Caesar
You're still
Borgia.
not listening.
You can look at this right here and go look it up.
Did that for a reason.
Look it up. Now I'm going to show you
not
what Jesus
listening.
Christ, who you call Jesus Christ ignorantly, what he looked like out the Bible. I'm going to show you out the Bible.
You wasn't
Because I
listening
talked
to
about
him.
the lily white guy?
He's telling you
Because
something.
I talk about this?
You're not listening.
Because I talked about this guy? Now let's see what he look like. Come on, read that.
the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now watch this. Now we're going to get the true image. And just for simplicity's
He did that
sake,
for a reason.
layman's man's sake, we'll give you the image of who you call Jesus Christ and what he looked like out of the Bible. Now read what you got. Okay? That damn cracker Caesar Borgia he was not Jesus Christ. Okay?
That's right.
Read what you got. Come
The
on.
revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave it to him.
Read it again.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now what is the root word of revelation? Huh? It means to reveal. Now here's the revealing of Jesus Christ. Go ahead, read.
Chapter 13.
How come?
Revelation chapter 1 verse 13.
Come on.
In the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
Give me the sign. Go ahead.
One like unto the Son of Man.
Come on. One like unto the Son of Man, who you call Jesus Christ, right? Watch this. Go.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Okay. He had a long Middle Eastern garment down to the foot. Come on, read.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Okay, that golden girdle came from the city of Euphas. All those pictures that you see of him having a toga uniform, that's a Roman painting. Okay, that's what they wore. So this is why we telling you that he never existed.
Educated.
We're going to show you what he existed like. Read what you got. Come on.
Educated.
His head and his hair.
His head and his head. Speaking about head on his head and his hairs, eyebrows, mustache, beard. His head and his hairs was what?
Were white.
It was white. Why? Because at the age of 33, he had so many stress, but people wanted to be healed by him, and the people that wanted to kill him. Okay, so it was white. Now let's get the texture. Go ahead, read.
Like wool.
Who got woolly hair? Not this bastard. This is why I tried to bring up and tell you that this is not Jesus Christ.
Right,
he never existed.
That's right.
He never existed in the scriptures.
Tell him.
Okay? Get common sense. He never existed in the scriptures.
Tell it.
Okay? So now I say he had white woolly hair. Let's see his
Bible, brother.
Let's see his Bible.
God said,
Watch it. Hold on. Let's see his color. Read.
As white as snow.
As white as snow.
He's reading it.
And his eyes were as a flame of
You
fire.
can go to Genesis 49:11. It was customary to the Jews to drink wine. Okay, so it says what? Go on, read what you got. Come on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass?
Anybody?
What color is brass?
What color is it? He's right, man.
What color is
You gotta
brass?
listen in.
It ain't this color.
It ain't him. That's for damn sure.
Brass is the derivative of brown.
That ain't him.
It says that he was brown. Now let's see how brown he was. Watch this.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Come on.
As if they burn.
As if they what?
Burn.
As what?
Burn.
What color is
In
that?
the furnace.
Anything you burn, what color's gonna turn? Huh?
Come on now.
He was a deep, dark
Tell
chocolate
him.
brother, man. He didn't look like this
That's
bastard
right.
here. That's why I say
right.
Jesus never existed. So we go back to
That's
the one
right.
there, HaShar,
right.
who the
You're
world called
ignorant,
Jesus.
man.
Okay? He existed.
You gotta
This man
listen.
didn't exist. Caesar Moshe had the second son of Alexander Rome. Okay? Jesus is a black man. That's right. That's right. Just to make it real simple, he's a black man. Okay?
All the way black.
I tell you in Spanish we want it. Jesus Cristo es el negro.
There you go.
No blanco. Blanco
There
es
you go.
diablo. That's right. Huh? I tell you like that. You don't
That's
like
right.
that.
Nah, tell it.
That's why you're a little white man.
Point out that, you know, you guys are black and you
Wrong. What I'm trying to give you is common sense. And notice one thing, they never proved one thing. Everybody, again, I asked the Christian brother, he came up here, he said that we all the same. Listen, brother, why you leaving now? You know why you leaving? Because he couldn't prove his point,
man.
He couldn't prove his point. No point. Cool. Yeah, I do. All right, great.
Let's go.
You feel better now? Yeah, I mean, you feel good.
So we're supposed to be mad at
I mean,
them?
you feel good?
So we're supposed to be mad
Get out
at
of
them because
here.
they're good with money?
Huh?
We're supposed to be mad at them because they're good with money?
Who?
They're
So-called. Okay,
They're good with money.
Stop. Let me ask you this.
But you said everyone's
Now,
very
here's the
different.
problem. Everybody think, see, when you act, you know why they like to label black people just call us the color? Say we black because they took away our nationality. Okay? Black people are the real Jews that the Bible speak about.
That's right.
And Britain,
Black people are the real Jews that the Bible speak about.
before the Romans,
All right?
Britain, they're eating on
And this is
ground.
what our people, give me Revelation 2 and 9.
Before the Romans
So we can
came.
see that.
The book of Revelation.
Come on.
Chapter 2.
Come on.
Verse 9.
Roman civilization.
And I know thy works in tribulation.
Come on. Now,
Thou art rich.
now see, he got mad earlier.
God bless
The Asian brother,
Romans are the
you
one
know
that
he got
brought law and
mad?
order.
He got mad because we talking about the white
My
man.
people ain't bad.
Now the sad part is, he won't look the way he did if the white man didn't talk to his
The
people.
Romans ain't bad.
All right? During the Qin dynasty. Okay? Now this ain't no goddamn Jew.
That's right.
All right?
What is he doing?
That ain't
These
no
are the
Jew.
Khazars.
Who the fuck who he is?
All right? This ain't no Jew.
They run the money.
Say it again?
They own the money. So
They own what money?
They run
What money do
the
they own?
banks. The banks.
What okay, the banks, the banking families.
So we're supposed to be mad
Now
at
read what you got.
Hollywood, they run
I
Hollywood.
know thy works in tribulation.
Come on, read.
And poverty.
Come on.
But thou art rich.
Why are we rich? Because the kingdom of heaven is promised unto us. And this was so-called blacks in this man's go.
Someone's
Because we
blessed.
call ourselves everything under the sun but ourselves. We believe in everything about the white man. Read what you got. Read what you got. All right, you got it.
Who's blessing these people?
Malachi.
Who's blessing them?
She want information. So this is what our people. Say it again.
Who is blessing these people? They
Oh,
control so much of the wealth.
you know who's blessing them? You damn Italians.
No, we not.
They over us. And as much as y'all say
They
that
own more than we
no,
do.
watch this.
They own more than we
They
do.
control all these banks. We don't control no banks.
See, here's the problem with Italians.
Before the Romans got to Britain, they were eating
Here's the
ground.
problem with Italians.
We civilized the world.
You know the problem is?
We brought law.
They went.
No. Y'all
Understand this. I'm gonna show you why y'all get mad.
We didn't kill Jesus.
Yes, y'all did.
You killed Jesus.
When y'all were
We didn't even
Romans.
care about
When
Jesus.
y'all were Romans.
You were Israelites.
When
We
y'all
killed
were Romans.
Jesus.
No, we ain't kill you. You did.
Give me quick.
No, you did.
What he was teaching.
Crazy.
All right, we gonna prove you wrong. Why gonna prove you wrong? Watch this.
Why did Romans go to Jerusalem?
Give me Mark 8. Give me Mark 8:31. Mark 8:31.
There you go.
Watch this.
God bless you.
Yo, shut up. Give me Mark. I'm gonna show you. Watch this. You come on your Jesus attack. Yeah, come on your Jesus attack.
Agree on one thing.
Now watch this. Hold on, wait till watch this. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that the Jews. I'm gonna show you that the Jews didn't kill him. I'm gonna show you the Jews that didn't kill him. Alright, man, let me ask you one. I'm gonna ask you one question. I just want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
The Bible, right?
The Bible is some history. Stop
Listen,
telling me about the Bible.
I'm not telling you about history. Listen,
Yeah, but the thing
I'm
that's
asking you a
history.
question. I'm asking you a question. Here's my question. Here's my question. Right? In the Bible, does it describe Jesus Christ? Yes or no?
I don't read the Bible.
Does it describe Jesus
I don't
Christ?
read the Bible.
Okay, so then what's your message that
I'm
you
just saying we're all one. If he's black, what I'm saying is this. If he's black, if he's white, if he's pink, he's blue, it doesn't matter. We're all doing the
Here's
same
why
thing.
you're a liar.
It
Here's why
does
you're a liar.
matter.
You know why you're a liar?
It does matter.
What does it
Listen,
do? What does it do?
watch this. Hey, brother.
I don't get
It mattered to him.
what is God
Forget about, wait, hold on. Show some decorum, man. I'm gonna deal with you. And you listen up. Now, if it didn't matter, then I'm gonna ask you this. It don't matter to you, but it mattered to him. Jesus out of his own mouth said this. Give me Revelation chapter 1. Watch how he said. Revelations 1:10. Now watch what Jesus said out of his mouth. Watch what Jesus said out of his mouth.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 10.
Read what now. Listen to what he said. This is what Jesus said out of his mouth. Out of his mouth.
No,
Watch this. Watch this.
That's not what the Bible says.
Right. Good.
I was in the spirit.
Do you want to hear it? Listen to this.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 10.
Back up a little bit. Go ahead.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
Okay, the Lord's day was the Sabbath day. This is John who sent us on the island of Patmos. Okay, by Nero, who was the Caesar at that time. He said, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. Come on, watch this. Come
And
on.
heard behind me a great
He
voice
heard behind him a great voice. Come on, read.
as of a trumpet,
Come on, read.
saying, I am Alpha and Omega,
Come on. Now,
the first and the last.
come on. Now, this is supposed to be Jesus Christ, right? Now, watch what he said. Come on.
And what thou seest,
He
write
said-
it in a book.
He said, what thou seest, write it in a book. Now, why is this important? Because if it didn't matter, why would Jesus say that? He wanted John to write this down. And what did John write down? Go to third. He wrote down his description, brother, so you're wrong. He wanted the world to know because he knew that his image would be destroyed. He knew that his image would not be up here. He knew that his image would be destroyed by so-called white people.
Tell him.
All right? So when you bring it out and say that, wait a minute, Jesus never existed, but HaShar did. Yahushua existed, according to the scriptures. All right? And so that's why he said, what thou seest, write it in a book.
One question. My question. What I want to ask you: Should I hate white people? No, I'm black. I'm black. No, I'm black. Should I hate white people?
I'll answer your question. I'll answer your question, not from my mouth or my belief or my feeling, but from the word of God himself, okay? Give me the book of Malachi. Give me Romans 9:13. Let's see what God said. Come on.
The book of Romans chapter 9 verse 13.
Come on, read.
As it is written.
And now, why would this be quoted? Okay, because this was spoken to the people that was in Rome. This was spoken to the Israelites. This was a letter given unto them, to the Israelites in Rome. So it says, as it is written. Where was it written? It was written in the book of Malachi. Okay, in the Old Testament about the prophet Malachi. All right? Now read what you got in Malachi.
Malachi chapter 1 verse 1.
Come on.
The burden of the word of the Lord,
come on,
to Israel,
okay,
by Malachi.
Come on, so this is what Malachi had to tell the nation of Israel from God. Watch this, come on.
I have loved you, saith the Lord.
He said, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Okay, this is what God said. And Malachi was prophesying that in Israel because we was mad at this time. Come on, read.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Because our people was asking, how could you love us, God? Because we was in so much hell and captivity. Come on, read.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
So he was like, what about Esau? How come we ain't punishing him? Come on, read.
Saith the Lord.
Come on.
Yet I have loved Jacob.
See that? So God said, yeah, but I loved you, Jacob. Why? Because he gave Jacob the covenant, nobody else. Now watch this. So let's go into the, read on.
And I hated Esau.
He said, and I hated Esau. This is God speaking from the prophet's mouth. He's a prophet. Now we're going to go into the New Testament and read again from the top. The New Testament is going to quote the Old Testament. Come on, read.
Romans chapter 9, verse 13.
Read, come on.
As it is written.
He said, as it is written. Where was it written? In the book of Malachi. So the people in the city of Rome, they heard these same words. Read, come on.
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob have I loved. Come on.
But Esau have I hated.
But Esau have I hated. That's out of God's own mouth from the prophet. Okay? Okay? So you got to get that understanding. Read, come on, read.
What shall we say then?
He said, now watch this. What shall we say then? Come on.
Is there unrighteousness with God?
Is there unrighteousness with God? Come on, read.
God forbid.
God forbid. There's no unrighteous, but why? Come on, read.
For he said to Moses,
come on.
I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
So when people talk about their Christian and all that, they don't read these scriptures because it's right here. Because it's written in the scriptures where he said who he loved. It said that he loved Jacob and he hated Esau. So when somebody asks me, so wait a minute, because of my color, am I supposed to hate this one, so forth? The problem is this. Through your belief, your wisdom, your understanding and what God say to do, you do what God say. Now, if you're going to do what you're going to do, you do what you're going to do. Because you can never validate anything that God has put here on this earth through your own belief system. You got to go on what God said.
All black, all black, all black, all black. Every day, all black, and that's all facts. Niggas hating hard, cause I'm repping hard.